So if you've never used a Garmin watch or an Apple Watch, Samsung, any kind of smart or sport fitness watch, I'll give you kind of a little rundown of what you're going to kind of expect. Specifically with the Garmin ones, they are more focused on the sport and fitness part of everything. So you're not going to see all those kind of smart features that you would on a normal watch. But I would say, simply for anybody that's looking for a watch first, and then your added sport features, your added smart features, things like that. The Garmin series is a really good one to start with. There is a wide spectrum of costs for Garmin watches, everything down from a couple $100 up to a couple $1,000. The Garmin Epix Pro is one of the higher tier ones, but again, we'll get into why that is, the build quality, the performance, overall value, things like that. As far as looks are concerned, this, in my opinion, is a great looking watch. You have the titanium bezel, you have the sapphire screen. Now this one's a sapphire screen. There's some that are just kind of your standard Gorilla Glass screens, but the titanium bezel aligned with the fact that it just looks like a nice rugged kind of sports watch. At the same time, it can also be paired with, say, a nice brown leather watch, and it can be worn as a professional, kind of elegant looking sophistication style watch. As far as Garmin is really known for their harder plastics on some of their other series. The Forerunner series specifically is going to have those kind of hard plastics. So when it comes to the titanium bezel, you're going to see that kind of on that top portion here. And then you're going to see the harder plastics. The buttons should be titanium, or at least a different type of metal. And along with the back is also going to be your harder metal right around the heart rate sensor. Again, it's a beautiful looking watch. My wife says it looks good on my wrist. Some people like it, some people don't. There's obviously the Apple Watch, which is very popular, and some people like the squared off rectangle kind of on your wrist. Some people like the round style. It's really just personal preference at that point. Now, Garmin added the AMOLED screen onto this one, which is going to give you that nice kind of bright, vibrant screen. This Epix watch specifically is that this one, along with the Forerunner series, do have the AMOLED screens. It's really a big question why anybody would buy a Fenix watch. The Fenix series is going to be a little bit more expensive, about around the same price as the Epix series here. But the Epix series boasts this AMOLED screen, which the Fenix does not. Honestly, this is going to be more sought after, from what I think, than any of the Fenix series ones. Time will tell if they merge those, change those, if they just stick with it. The Fenix series does have a little bit more kind of outdoor features and functionality, but this is going to be about 95% of what you're looking at on the Fenix series, just with that better screen. Now, when we look at the value of this, it's hard to say that there's a value on a $1,000 watch, but that really is all relative to how you view it. The last Fenix watch I had for about 7 years. Did not have a sapphire screen, did not have a titanium bezel. It was just harder plastics, harder metals, and better and lesser glass. That thing lasted me with no problem. The value of money, you're looking anywhere on a $7,000 to $1,000 budget on something like the Epix series, Fenix series. I get it. $1,000 is a lot of money. But the way I look at it is, if you see a value, you see it through how many years you're going to own the product. If I take $1,000 and I'm paying MSRP for this device, you're looking at a 10-year span, $100 a year. That to me seems a little bit more manageable than looking at it as a $1,000 price tag that most stuff I'm just going to throw away every year and go to the next one step after step after step. Garmin kind of has different life cycles for all of their things. Sometimes the Garmin series of watches, Forerunners, Epix, Fenixes, they have a 2, 3, 4 year run before they come out with the next one. So even at a 2 or 3 year run, you're still looking at a couple $100s a year versus buying a cheaper watch and then having to actually change it out every year. To me, that's going to be a better value, at least in the long run. And I get it. This is not for everybody. $1,000 watch is a leap. It is a big chunk out of people's time and wallet and money and all that stuff. But you can buy these secondhand, whether it's through eBay, Amazon, any of that kind of stuff. And the one great thing about this watch specifically, and a lot of the other Fenix watch series, because they have the sapphire glass, because they have the titanium bezel, even buying it secondhand, you're not going to get a bad watch. You're not going to get something that is just destroyed. Now, obviously, there is those select few that are going to take their outdoor watch and just beat it down. That is not the case. That's probably a low 5% of people that actually do that to their watches. Most people are going to take care of their stuff. They're going to try to keep it so they can sell it in the future. But, I mean, I bought this one on eBay. It is perfect, pristine condition, and I got it for about $350 less than MSRP. So there's definitely a way to do it and a way to find a great watch, and so that's always an option for you for value. Now, as far as performance is concerned, you are going to see a little bit of a difference between the Garmin series and, say, an Apple Watch. If you've never used an Apple Watch, one thing I can say about them is, much like our devices now, much like our smartphones, we are expecting a type of fluidity to it. You're expecting it to, I'm going to touch it here and it's going to scroll, it's going to move, it's going to do it instantly. I'm not going to have to feel like something is lagging behind. For this watch specifically, and Garmin is very good. Their UI is, again, sport focused, but there is a type of lag when you kind of are scrolling through the touchscreen. It's not something you won't get used to. It might take you a week or so. You might have a hiccup here and there that you just kind of gets you. It's not bad by any means, but it is lagging behind some of the competition. The one benefit that the Fenix series, Epix series, Forerunner series has is the added buttons on the sides. This is going to actually let you scroll through the device, select options, and do that all without having to do the touchscreen. You can disable the touchscreen completely, and so you never have to use it. At the same time, you can just use it in conjunction like I do. You do both when you want to. That is an added benefit to these Garmin series, is the button functionality, and they are tactile and they work the way they're supposed to. So one of the cool features that comes along with the Garmin watch is integrated flashlight. Smartwatches, whether it's Apple, Garmin, Samsung, whoever it may be, you're all going to get a similar functionality. You're going to get integration into your apps. You're going to get your data fields. You're going to get your metrics. You're going to be able to track stuff. That is something that they all do, so you don't have to worry about that. One of the cool features about this watch specifically, it has that integrated light. Simply pressing the top button here is actually going to illuminate my LEDs, and then I can adjust them using the buttons and actually find that. Now, there's also a functionality that it turns the light red, and this is going to be for easier use when actually using it at night. I use this every day, whether it's walking the dog, finding kids' toys under the bed, couch, whatever it may be. It just works. It's simple, it's there, and it adjusts the time and tells me how much battery life I have if I just leave the flashlight on. That is really cool, and it's really one of those things that really sets itself apart from anything else. There's also one other thing that this thing does. It's called a red shift mode. Now, the red shift mode is something that you can activate pretty easily just by long pressing and going to one of these main menus here. When I do this, the red shift, it actually changes the entire UI and the face of the unit completely red, and this is going to be for eye comfort during the dark times at night. But the cool part about it is it doesn't just change the watch face red. It actually changes the entire interface, everything from hiking features, functionality, sport features, weather, anything you want. It's gonna take it and it's now going to turn it red. That is a great feature. One of the other cool features that this watch has, it has the thing called a quick fit band. The band that comes in is just kind of your black silicone band. Pretty simple. It's very nice. Garmin always has nice standard watch bands. If you don't like kind of the black on black look, the quick fit band simply pops right off on both sides. And so you can grab any other watch band, my blue one here, and just snap it right on. Now, I have a little bit different style. I can match it to my clothes. Again, I can put the leather one on if I wanted something like that, a little bit more elegant, something more professional. Whatever the case may be, I can put a steel band on, a titanium band on, whatever I want to buy. Garmin does sell these, of course. They're usually at a premium price. You can buy these on eBay. You can buy these on Amazon. There are so many options now, it is ridiculous. You can find the one you like. You can find the style you like and just go where you want. So to kind of wrap it all up, the Epix is a great addition to the Garmin lineup. It's sophisticated, it's very sporty, it's rugged, it's really kind of everything you want. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it worth it? I would say yes. The quality of the product, the build, the functionality, everything Garmin is known for is there. Would I recommend this watch? It is a great watch. Again, the value will be there. Garmin is known for their functionality and their great quality products. Whether or not you want this watch, whether or not you want to spend that much on this watch, that's up to you. Just get the watch you want, find the features you like, and go from there. So for me, this is a watch I like right now. As I move forward, go to a different brand phone, go to a different brand watch, whatever the case may be, you can always come back, take a look at these videos, find out some information. So until then, I'm still getting started. So please leave some feedback. Let me know how I did. Let me know how stuff looks, sounds, whatever the case may be. I want to make some great videos for you guys. But for now, it's the Epix Pro. Great watch. Let me know what you think. And we'll check you on the next one. All right. That's it.